What's up, everyone? It's Carlos with Toy Gigante. I've been looking for parts to make my own engine pieces for the Skyhawk. Been looking and looking because I just don't feel like this 3D print fits with the Skyhawk. It's the texture is different, so I'm deciding to not use any of the 3D printed parts and just do my own thing. So this is what I've come up with so far. This is a drink that you can find at the store, and I've been thinking about using this little bottle for a long time because it looks like an engine piece. It looks very similar to this. It has that look to it. So I've had two of these in storage for a long time, so now I'm using them. And I also have these bottles from orange juice bottles. So pretty much what I'm going to do is I'll be using these as the engine parts, and I'll just add some detail to them. And I have this rod in the middle, and I put another rod inside of that rod so it will tilt like this. I put a couple of holes in here, one in here and one in here, so I can put it on the back of the plane. But what I want to do now, and I'm hoping this works, is I'm going to add some more of, if you look inside, I've already started adding some of this resin. And I screwed down these caps. I screwed them down so they won't fall off. I didn't want to just glue them on. So I'll be using, the stuff is called Smooth On. Let me get my gloves on here. I don't want to touch this stuff. It's called Smooth On. This one is the 65D. So there's parts A and B. So what I'm going to do is pour some inside each one of these and mix it up inside. And then pour all the way up to like here. And this will make all the pieces strong. And also it'll make the bottle stronger too. That way it won't break. Because this is it's a thin plastic, so by adding some, it'll make it very strong. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Okay, I'm mixing up the resin. Yeah, I use, if I get a drink somewhere, I just use the cup. That way I don't have to buy any cups. This is my Jack in the Box cup. So I'm going to pour a little bit. At least I could see where I'm filling it up to, because it's transparent. Pour on this side. And I'm just going to like slush cast a little bit. Just move the parts around a little bit. It's already getting warmed up in there. Okay. I don't want this thing to, well, even if it gets glued together, I guess it doesn't matter. I can always fix it, but I was hoping it doesn't get glued together. Let me see. Oop, it's coming in through there. I should have waited a little longer. It's making a mess here. It's alright. I could scrape off the excess. It's all good. Okay. and let that dry for a minute. All right, let me show you what I did. So I poured in some more resin inside the these lids, and I also put in a couple of washers. That's for later. And what I did was, I have this is some Mexican candy, and I poured in resin inside of the this cone shape, and I got this shape right here, and then I cut out a circle of styrene. I glued it on here, and I glued a bunch of triangle shaped styrene rods. I cut a bunch of them, so then I'm gonna put them in here like so. I'm gonna add a few more of the blades, and then I'll be done with that. But that's what I did. Pretty simple, just to mimic some intake blades, or whatever they're called, intakes. I just did that real quick, and I'm gonna do the other side right now. I have some L-shaped styrene, and all I'm doing now is just cutting and gluing, just to make this area just a little bit more interesting. So I'll put a little dab of glue, and then I just lay it on there like so. And then just keep doing that till it's all covered up, just to make it more interesting. So I put it in place, get the Zappa gap, oops, sorry. Put it in place, and just cut. And the next one, same thing. I put it in place, set it, and then cut. And it starts filling up that area even more. So when I paint it, it'll be interesting. That looks pretty cool. Looks like a sunflower. All right, so now I gotta do the other side. But once I paint it and then I put in some weathering, I think that'll really make it like just interesting. All right, so that's one down, the other to go. All right, all right, all right. Okay, okay. So that is pretty much there. Just really easy to do. And I'm gonna start adding some details and cover these up, make everything interesting. So let's see what I come up with. Well, everyone, I kind of went crazy these last couple of days, and I just been working on the pieces here. Check it out. These are from a razor blade. They go on the razor blade so you don't get cut, and then you slide it off. That's where I found those. And things like that, little interesting things. Okay, so yeah, I've been working on this. This took about 4 hours of work. I'm about to do it, I'm gonna spray paint this. I'm just excited about this. I want to, at least this piece, I want to spray paint it. If I can find some spray paint, actually, let me double check on that. So let me go outside, spray paint this, see how it looks, and then we'll call it a day, because I ran out of glue actually, and I have to buy more. So And if you're wondering what the little bolts are, I always talk about these Meng bolts. M-E-N-G, Meng. There you go, Meng bolts. They're really cool. They add a lot of detail to the piece. All right, let's go spray paint this. Well, I have stuff everywhere. This is bad. I gotta clean this mess. I gotta clean it for the next video because it's getting too out of hand. But as you can see, I primered the engines, and this is where I'm at. I didn't have flat black, so I went with just a primer color, and that's okay. I'll go back and I'll let's see if I can get a close up. I'll go back and I'll sand it, fix it up. Let me take it off this. It's all good. Let this dry really well. What happened was that the only bad thing that happened was that when I was using this primer that I've had for a while, the nozzle was clogged up a little bit, and it gave it some unwanted little bit of texture there. But that's okay. I'll go back and I'll sand some of it, and then I'll paint it again. But it doesn't look too bad. And I'll go in and I'll just paint it the way I want, add decals later, things like that, make it even more interesting. But this is where I'm gonna stop for now. I ran out of supplies as far as glue and things like that, so I have to go do that. So I might be taking a break for a couple days or so. But let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching the videos and supporting the channel. I'm liking it. I'm having a lot of fun, and that's the most important thing. If you're not having fun, then it's just work. And this should be a distraction from your everyday life, having a hobby. So that's a good thing. So I went from this to this, which this 3D print could have been used, but we're gonna go with this instead because this will match more of what I'm doing for this project anyway. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later.